Have you ever taken a moment to ponder the unthinkable? What if the sun just vanished? A chilling prospect, isn't it? The sun, our neighborhood star, is not just a bright orb in the sky. It's the heart of our solar system, the prime mover of life as we know it on Earth. Imagine a world without the sun, a world devoid of its warmth, its light, its gravitational pull that keeps us in our cozy orbit. The sun is our cosmic powerhouse, constantly fusing hydrogen into helium, releasing energy that travels millions of miles to reach us. It's the light that wakes us every morning, the heat that allows our planet to harbor life, the force that keeps us from spiraling off into the cold expanse of space. In the blink of an eye, our life-giving star is gone. Now what happens next? Imagine this scenario: the sun vanishes and Earth is suddenly plunged into darkness. In an instant, our world would be shrouded in an all-encompassing, impenetrable darkness. But there's more at play than just the absence of light. As our planet spins on its axis, we're aware that the sun's gravity is what keeps us in orbit. But what would happen if that gravitational pull were to disappear? Well, Earth would continue to move, but instead of curving around the sun, it would go in a straight line into the depths of space at a speed of about 66,000 miles per hour. That's the speed at which we're currently moving in our orbit around the sun. This straight-line trajectory is due to the first law of motion, often attributed to Sir Isaac Newton, which states that an object in motion will stay in motion, in the same direction and at the same speed, unless acted on by another force. In this case, there would be no sun's gravity to provide that other force. At the same time, the engines of life on Earth, the plants, would stop their photosynthesis. This process, which depends on sunlight, is how plants produce food and release oxygen into the atmosphere. Without the sun, photosynthesis would halt, and the oxygen levels in the atmosphere would begin to drop. The darkness would also mean an end to the water cycle as we know it. With no heat from the sun to evaporate water from the Earth's surface, there would be no cloud formation and hence, no rain. The rivers would run dry and the oceans would eventually freeze over. But hold on a moment, it's not like everything would happen in the blink of an eye. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach us, so we'd have a brief, eerie period of phantom sun before the darkness descends. But that's just the beginning. The real consequences are yet to come. A world without the sun isn't just dark, it's cold. Bitterly cold. The sun, our glowing orb of warmth and life, is much more than a celestial body. It's our planet's primary heat source. Now imagine if that source were to suddenly disappear. What would be the fate of our blue planet? The Earth's average surface temperature, which now hovers around a comfortable 59 degrees Fahrenheit, would plummet dramatically. Within a week, we'd be living on a planet that averages a frigid 0 degrees. But it doesn't stop there. As weeks turn into months, the world would continue to cool, eventually reaching a staggering negative 100 degrees Fahrenheit. The surface of our once blue and green planet would start to freeze over, transforming into a vast icy wilderness. The cascading snow and ice would cover the land masses, creating a snowball Earth. But what about life? Could anything survive in such harsh conditions? The surface might be desolate, but life, as it turns out, is incredibly resilient. Deep beneath the frozen oceans, life could potentially persevere. In these depths, heat from the Earth's core would keep the water from freezing solid. Here, in these dark, warm pockets, life could continue to exist. Organisms like extremophiles, which thrive in extreme environments, could potentially adapt to this new, icy world. These microscopic warriors have been found in some of the most inhospitable places on Earth, from the depths of the Mariana Trench to the boiling hot springs of Yellowstone. Their survival gives us a glimmer of hope that life, in some form, could persist on a sunless Earth. But the survival of these tiny life forms would be a small consolation in a frozen, lightless world. The loss of the sun would mean the end of life as we know it. It's a bleak picture, but there's more to this chilling tale. The long-term effects of a sunless Earth are even more dramatic. Let's delve into the far-reaching impacts that would inevitably follow the disappearance of our sun. One of the main things we'd experience is the eventual loss of Earth's atmosphere. As the sun's heat dissipates, our atmosphere would freeze solid and fall to the ground. This ice would cover the entire planet, a chilling blanket of frozen gases. Alongside this, the geological activity we're so familiar with would grind to a halt. Our world, known for its dynamic, ever-changing landscape, would become a static, frozen sphere. The once molten core that powered everything from magnetic fields to volcanoes would cool and solidify. But these changes aren't confined to our planet alone. The disappearance of the sun would have profound effects on the alignment of our solar system. The sun's gravitational pull keeps all the planets in their orbits. Without it, the planets, asteroids, comets, and everything else that orbits the sun would be sent hurtling into space in a straight line. Even our moon, our constant companion in the night sky, would leave us. It would either follow us in our new path or be flung out into the cosmos on its own journey. The night sky, once filled with the comforting glow of the moon and the twinkling of distant stars, would be a pitch-black void. The long-term effects of a sunless Earth paint a stark and chilling picture. It's a world unrecognizable, devoid of life as we know it. But don't despair. This is merely a hypothetical scenario, an exploration of the intricate and delicate balance that allows life to flourish on our beautiful blue planet. So as we continue to gaze at our star, let's appreciate the warmth and vitality it provides. It's a world unrecognizable, devoid of life as we know it. In the end, what does a world without the sun look like? Imagine a place where the once vibrant and teeming life forms have been extinguished. The once lush forests and colorful coral reefs are now nothing more than cold, ghostly silhouettes. The chirping birds, the rustling leaves, the whispering winds, all silenced. This is a world where the sun has ceased to exist. The absence of the sun would not merely plunge our world into darkness, but it would also bring about a profound transformation of Earth's landscape. The blue planet, as we know it, would be stripped of its beauty, its vitality, and its essence. The oceans, once a symbol of life's abundance, would gradually freeze over, their waves forever stilled. The mountains, once majestic under the sun's warm glow, would now stand as icy sentinels in a world of perpetual night. The cities, once buzzing with activity, would descend into eerie stillness. Buildings, streets, bridges, all would be shrouded in ice and snow. The world's greatest monuments, from the pyramids of Egypt to the Great Wall of China, would stand as lonely reminders of a civilization that once was. The Earth would not just be a colder place, it would be a quieter, emptier, and much lonelier place. The extinction of most life forms would be inevitable. Without the sun's energy, photosynthesis would cease, leading to a collapse of the food chain. From the smallest plankton to the largest whale, from the tiniest insect to the mightiest elephant, life as we know it would be unsustainable. And eventually even the Earth itself would face its end. Without the gravitational pull of the sun, our planet would be set adrift in the vast expanse of space, journeying into the unknown, a frozen lifeless rock hurtling through the cosmos. A world without the sun isn't a world at all, it's a frozen lifeless rock hurtling through space. So, what's the takeaway from this rather bleak scenario? Well, it's quite simple. The sun is more than just a glowing orb in the sky. It's our life source, the heartbeat of our solar system. Without it, life as we know it would cease to exist. We rely on the sun for warmth, for light, and for the energy that drives our planet's complex, beautiful, and life-sustaining systems. Our solar system, too, is a delicate dance, with the sun as the lead partner. Without its gravitational pull, the intricate ballet of planets and other celestial bodies would spiral into chaos. Our existence, in all its beauty and fragility, hangs in a balance that we often take for granted. This balance is not guaranteed, and it's certainly not indestructible. It's contingent on a multitude of factors, the sun being a key one. It's a stark reminder of our place in the universe, and the delicate balance that allows us to call Earth home.